Yeah.
Good morning, sunshines! You guys, I am live on Facebook today just to see what happens and see how it goes, and then I'll bring it over to the normal YouTube that we've been doing. But we just wanted to test it out. So my baby's sick. He's getting whipped cream. Dad just brought that to us. How cool is that? If you guys are around, we'll see what happens with the whole Facebook. Say good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS. I know this is off our normal schedule, but a lot of people are still trying to train, right, to get over to YouTube. So I'll talk about that sometime on here, just for the people that don't know. They're like, where's she been? Here I am! Because I didn't go away. It's just been in a different format. So say good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS. Tell me something you are grateful for today. I'm grateful for this badass background. Like, I was hanging out with a friend who just started working at home, and he was looking for something professional for his Zoom meetings. And I was like, well, this is the coolest professional background ever. And he was like, ugh, no, like that's totally obviously just me as a human. And good morning, Daphne. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Sydney. And
Good morning, John.
Good morning, John. I was like, well, I'm buying it right now for no reason. And now it's up in my house and it makes me so happy. John Carroll, do you love this background too? You're going to Hawaii? Dude, you're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, Daphne, I'm not sure. We have, I mean, you're like, aren't you like a health coach? We are. We have an unbelievable amount of whipped cream in our home, and we have it like all the time. I think it's a major food group. Be careful, don't stab yourself in. That would be bad. Okay, and then let's focus today on your endorphins. And even like instead of good morning, sunshine, Ruthie, hello, Dean. Oh, that's right, Texas. So here, you don't mind if I have it in it. Here you go. Dean, see what I'm doing to my child right now? Think they're gonna train on that? That's not a whip it though. How are you getting your endorphins up? Like, so we're not gonna talk directly about your like fitness, but how do you get your endorphins up when you're visualizing and changing your subconscious? Is it with exercise? Is it with putting yourself in an enhanced state? Or are you saying, Kelly, what are you even talking about? I don't get that piece of it. That's not today's conversation, so we're not going to go into it. But know that when you're working on changing your subconscious, you want to be working on your endorphins at the same time because it can help solidify the deal, and exercise does that. So when all else fails, exercise while you visualize, or visualize while you exercise. Boom! There you guys go. All right, I want to talk about that 9 to 5, right? Who on here is old enough to remember Dolly Parton's I'm working 9 to 5. I didn't know all the words, so I had to ask John Carroll this morning because he's definitely older than me because his birthday's pretty soon here too. And I just got the bird, like not the thumbs up bird, a different bird. Totally fine. Will you take this little guy? And he actually like sung the song to me. Gonna keep it for living, keep it, whatever, I forget it already. Anyways, are you guys old enough to remember that? Anybody? Just me? Nah, it's fine. Good song, good old Dolly, gotta love her. And I was having a conversation with some friends yesterday, so here's where we're going to like the actual story time, right? I was talking to some friends. One of them is a pilot. She's super badass, and she had to do like an extended trip or a short trip, or I don't exactly remember. And then she's like talking about how many days in a row she has to work, and I was like, ugh, like that sounds horrible. Good. John Carroll's giving it for us, but they're gonna ban us from Facebook. He's like, oh, but look at, isn't he so supportive? That's my guy. I love him. Okay, you guys are like, man, I miss you. Are you, though? Hopefully you know that I've just been on YouTube this whole time. Okay, back to the story, right? So she's talking about, she's like, oh, I got like so much work to do and I've got this many days. And then another friend is talking about like her schedule. And then another one is just like, yeah, so I work like Monday through Friday, like every single week. And I was sitting there, you guys, and I was listening to all their conversation and I was thinking about it. And I was like, wow, okay, so that 9 to 5, like the Monday through Friday. So I want to know from you guys, when is the last time you worked like a 9 to 5? Or it doesn't have to be 9 to 5, that's not what I mean, but like, right, like a 5-day work week, right? What does your work week, and let's do this. What does your work week look like? Because there's so many creative new schedules now, especially since COVID, where you might work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but you might do 4 10s, you might do 3 12s, you might do week on, week off. Like there's so many nutty schedules out there. I'm curious, what's your schedule, right? Like how does your work? So I was sitting there as we're having this conversation, I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, hot damn. Like, when's the last time I worked a 5-day work week or a 9 to 5, right? And I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, back to 2012, no. Okay, back to 2007, no. Back to 2004. Like, since June 5th, 2004 is the last time I worked a 9 to 5. I was like, holy shit, it's been 18 years, you guys, since I went into an office. What? Like, that's batshit crazy. Annabelle's like, every day, Cal, this is what we do, 9 to 5. Annabelle, you could jam out this freaking song. Like, you could do it, right? It's been 18 years since I've gone to some sort of office or location to work, like a Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, or even like 3/10s or whatever, right? And I was like, I just had this pause with myself and a celebration, because you guys, it's important to celebrate yourself and your actions and your tenacity and your choices, especially when you're happy with where you're at, right? If you're not really happy, then maybe you don't want to pause to celebrate, but you do want to pause to give gratitude, because you should, no matter what, be thankful for what you have currently in order to create in the future. But I was just like, this is so badass. Like, I was just, in that moment, I was like, I just had a little chat with myself. I'm so proud of you. Like, because you guys, over the last 18 years, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been like a simple journey. It hasn't been like, nothing's been handed to me like on a golden plate of, here, Cal, you could do this and stay home with your babies. But what happened, right, is when I had Kins in 2004, I'm sorry, 2004. 0605, that's her birthday. You guys don't memorize that. Just kidding, you can. June 5th, right? So since that moment, I was like, I want to be home with my littles. Like, it was just really like in my heart, and every one of us is different, and that's so perfect what each one of our journeys are, but I just really wanted to be with them. And I tried to convince my boss to have me work from home, and he was like, no, that's not gonna work, or even a part-time schedule, and he's like, you can't do it, because I really enjoyed my job. It was a great job, great pay, all things. So I was like, okay, I have to create a way to stay home. So you guys, I created a way to stay home, right? I supported my husband's loan business. I actually got my real estate license. I started doing real estate for the next 4 or 5 years, and was able to support and live from home with my babies. Now, that doesn't mean I never worked, you guys, because I've worked all my life, by the way. And there is a point to all of this, okay? So I've worked all my life. But I was able to control my own schedule, and that's something that's near and dear and important to my heart. I was able to stay home with my babies, and that's something that's important and near and dear to my heart. You have to figure out your own priorities, your own, the things that drive you in life. You have to figure that out for you so that you can design your life the way that you would love. So I went through that stage, you guys, and then there was a total shit show. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know 2008 until 2012 was kind of the most beautiful disaster ever, because it taught me so much, but it was hard. I mean, bankruptcy, losing one house, losing another house, like trying to flip our houses that we were in real estate before the market got any worse. And it was shitty, right? Building my business, relying on my business, driving back and forth, teaching classes, doing boot camps and mommy exercise classes all over the freaking Thornton area just to try to support us, wondering if the gas money was going to be more expensive than when I made the class, because the gas got so bad then, right? So then I'd be like driving 20 minutes, 25 minutes in my big ass car, taking the kids, working for 2 hours, coming back, doing the math. Did I make any money? It was freaking hard. And this whole time my priority was I really want to control my own schedule. I really, that's so important to me. And I really want to be home with my kids. Even as they started to go to school, it drives me, right? So then I started creating different businesses, right? Right Fit started to flourish, created Project Me in 2013, created I Am Journey in the end of 2019, and since then have been establishing different ways and companies and income streams and ways to help people, but also serve my family and help support us to be home. And I want to share this today because, number one, I'm gonna celebrate right now. I think it's super badass that I haven't been to an office for 18 years. And again, right? That doesn't mean I haven't worked 40-hour work weeks. You guys, I have undoubtedly worked 120-hour work weeks. That's a thing. I have for sure put in some crazy hours, but I did it on my time. I did it with my family. I did it the way that it works for me, for my results, right? So with all of that being said, I would love to encourage you guys today to pause for a minute and think about your priorities. What jacks you up? Because 9 to 5s are freaking amazing, right? We need people who want to be in offices. We need people who enjoy brick and mortar structure. We need people who like to serve others in hospitals, to do 312s. We need all of that. Our community, for us to survive, needs that. And your priorities, what drives you is different than what drives me. Absolutely, right? But I think some people get stuck thinking that there's no possibility for them to step into their priorities and the things that they love because it's challenging, because it's going to take risks, because it's going to take effort and work, or maybe just because you don't even know how. You don't even know, you don't even know how to step out into that. What does that look like? How could I ever stay from home? But I see more and more mamas, I see more and more people starting creative businesses, right? So many people are doing different multi-level marketing, which I think is super freaking badass, you guys, because they're figuring out ways to help people and provide products they love, which are incredible products, because I know a lot of you and the things that you do, right? To people around you. I love it. I love that you're working on discovering your own passion and being able to control your schedule and help others. It's freaking badass. There's other friends that are starting bakeries, that are starting photo companies, like my friend Sandra, right, that has a boudoir company that's gone from no photography all of a sudden to this bitchin' company. It's amazing. Another one of my friends who has this incredible bakery in Erie, right, Janae, that she's just started from nothing. And yes, now do they get to go to the office there, they get to control their own business. It's so beautiful. It's so incredible. Thank you, girl. And I want to encourage you guys that if you feel stuck in your current situation and you're not jamming on your 9 to 5, first be grateful for it, because it's supporting your family, it's supporting your life, right? And it's moving you forward. So be grateful for what you have today, but then think about, what do you really want? What do you really want to go for? What do you really want to move towards? And start thinking and reaching out to different people to figure out what might work for you, right? And I love this process because in I Am Journey, we take women through first establishing tools that they have, to opening themselves up to receiving different ideas of all the different possibilities in their world, and we help them get creative on that. And then that we finally help them do it, create their companies, build their dreams. And it's something that supports them to get to that other side. And you guys deserve all of that. You deserve all of that, right? So if you're not digging on your 9 to 5 today, if you're not jamming with Dolly Parton in this current day, start thinking about what you could do to move yourself in a different direction, okay? We always end with a commitment. I am committed, right, to evaluating my 9 to 5. Just evaluate it for now, right? To see, is your heart happy with it? Right? And that can be the first step. You guys, if you're wondering why I'm live and where I've been, I'm going live on YouTube now. So YouTube at 8 a.m., same thing. You have to go to YouTube and look up RightFit, RIGHTFITT, and then you'll see it's a little smiley face because everything's about 90 smileys. Click subscribe, and then you'll get a notification when I go live there. I will still upload this to YouTube, and then you guys can comment and like the videos. It's super freaking helpful if you actually push the like button. And also if you're able to ever share, if you enjoy a message, I would love that. But I know some people aren't making the switch, so I thought about maybe going live on Facebook once a week or something, even though I know it doesn't push it to very many people, but it's perfect. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Miss you guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on the YouTube. Bye.